we are going to talk about powerful women. Not discussing all the names of all the women, I'm sure you know them better than me, but just talk about power and the power of powerful women. Men traditionally have been the power of society, and occasionally there are women who are very powerful women. What is it that we are missing? What is it that men don't understand? And what is it that women don't understand? And what is it that I don't understand? I'm going to talk about something I don't understand, and then maybe you'll understand it. So, here it goes. When I was a child growing up, I remember the one who nursed me was my mother. How do I remember? Because she nursed all my siblings, so I remember her nursing. Then, if I wanted to talk, I needed someone to talk to. The men didn't talk too much. They weren't very communicative. There are some that can, but for the most part, it was my mother. And I found I could communicate. So I understood that women are more open to communicating and talking. Even though I did not like to listen to people just talking about nothing and talking, but I found that I could often have conversations with women that were open to nature, open to the world, more than with men. With men it was often an intellectual discussion, a talk about something in a limited scope. Even if it was deep, it had its limitations. I found that women were often more open to many different things. And this is very important, because when we diagnose a person, we look at something from one point of view or 2 points of view, as many in education or in medicine or in other areas are taught, we only see the person from 1 or 2 angles. The truth is that we are a combination of everything in the universe, and the universe is a combination of us. We have within ourselves music, we have vibrations of color, vibrations of smell. Everything relates to us. The whole universe pulls us, affects us, because we have something of it in it. And we affect the balance in the universe. And that's why, even though in a small way most people don't see it, but when people have more power, then you can see how they affect the universe, or how the universe affects them, because it makes it more apparent, more open. So powerful in a certain way is just someone who we can see more their ability and the effects they have. Everyone has that ability, everyone has that power, but it's dormant, it's stagnant, it's blocked. But some people get out there. Why do they get out there? How does it happen? Could be a variety of things. But what is it so much about the power of women that's important that men don't seem to have too much? There are many men who have been beautiful men, righteous men, great men, who have tried to do good things. And they've affected society in different ways. And there have been great women who have done the same thing. And I sometimes wondered what it is. And I remember reading when I was younger about a group of women in ancient times, maybe a nation of women, a large group of women who were all warriors, and the men were their slaves. And I thought, this is cute. I wonder how many people know about this part of history. And what I read also was they would carry their armor, and to carry it they had to cut one of their breasts. In order to carry the armor in ancient times, the swords, spears, whatever they had to carry. But this was a group of very powerful women. Not one individual, but as a group. And so it made me think, what is it that is different? And it's the expression, it's what you achieve. What is it that men can achieve that women don't achieve? What is it that women achieve that men can't achieve? Men can achieve things, but it has a certain perspective that they're limited to, because men are limited. So no matter what they achieve, no matter what they say in a spiritual way, in a religious way, it has very defined limitations. Women may have a lot of their own issues too, emotional issues, maybe more than men, or in a different way. But there's an opening that women have that allows them the expansiveness of the universe. They can open up much, much easier to things that are spiritual, things that are vast, because they have so many different aspects to them. And this is what makes a woman different. And when a woman can take all these aspects of her being different in an open way, and open herself, and open those around her, into taking them to different dimensions, to be able to flow from one place to another without the inhibitions that are limited by people who stay in a limited emotional state or limited thought pattern. And the women can take them beyond it, which men don't usually have that ability. That makes them a real powerful woman. And this is done with music, for example. Music opens the heart in a way that nothing else can. It can also create blockages. You can close people down. But that is one of the ways. There are many other ways. And women use their talents to help people out of the situations, up and move forward. But that in itself is not different from men. What's different is the rainbow, the combination of all the energies and powers that they have within them that they're open to at one time. The issue is balancing them. You can be open to everything, but how do you balance it? The man is supposed to be there to help the balance, but if men are not balanced, how can they help the women? So, in a certain way, women can't have all the power that they really are their own, because men are not ready to accept the balance they need to do. And if men would do what they need to, women could be what they would be. And then we'd see how it's women who actually take the world to the future, to a place that's beyond where we are, and can bring back the balance and opening in the world that men cannot do on their own. The men need the women, but we need men too. We all need each other because we are all one. We are part of each other. But we need to allow the opening and the openness of other people that they should be powerful. We don't have to be powerful. We just have to be ourselves. Being yourself is being powerful. But being open and trying to be yourself is still an imbalance to where the world is. But there are many women who are willing to sacrifice themselves and open themselves up. No matter what people say, they're more willing to go forward and do what they need to, even though they don't know what the balance is yet. They'll live in the moment, they go, and they bring an opening for people to live in the moment so that we can all go forward into the future. That is a powerful woman.